Law Daddy. Can I borrow your heat waves for this video intro? You ready, Parker? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? It's Chet. Just kidding, it's Dustin. We're back with another video. You guys loved the 5 things we hate about owning a lifted truck video so much that we thought we'd bring you another one, but this time it's gonna be 5 things I love about owning a lifted truck. Let's get it. I have hair in my mouth, and it's not my beard hair. All right, guys, so the first thing that I love about my lifted truck is the stance. And now I know if you watched the previous video that someone inevitably in the comments gonna be like, well, you said you hated it. Well, I do, right? But I do love it for a couple of reasons. 1, it looks really awesome. Number 2, it makes cleaning my windshield really freaking easy. And number 3, if you follow me back here, is that if you're really short like me and you can't reach into bed because it's you know, you're short, that you can just kind of step up on the tire like this. And then you get up here and then you can reach the bed like, wow, wow, wow. Look, you see that? I picked that up with ease. I don't know why you'd need to pick this up, but we did. And I could do it because I'll stand on the tire. It's pretty simple. So the next thing that I love about owning a lifted truck is really just owning a lifted truck. And that sounds super cliche, I guess, but really it's having that one-of-one custom vehicle. It's about what, you know, and if you're a car guy or a truck guy, you'll understand this, right? It's about having that vehicle that is your own, that is kind of something that you took from stock and modified it to almost be an extension of yourself, an extension of your personality, and really a facet of who you are. You know, everyone builds trucks differently. You know, my Duramax is very different from what Lawson's Silverado was, and they're really not that much different trucks, but because of our own unique styling, we really chose to make them our own. And I think that's one of the coolest things about owning a lifted truck, is that you really get to dial it in, you get to make it what you want it, which is super freaking awesome. And truth be told, as much of like a overinflated ego as it's gonna make me sound, I do really enjoy the attention that it gets. It's super cool to talk with people about the build and, you know, get to learn what their builds are, what their dream builds are and stuff like that. So it is pretty awesome that people pay attention to it, and, you know, you get a lot of looks on the street, which is pretty cool. So the next thing I love about having a lifted truck is rock lights. Now, it's daylight out here because we're not creatures of the night and we work during the day. This guy on this motorcycle is gonna f my shot up because he's really loud. There is something about rock lights that satisfies the little kid that I am at heart. Like, there's just something about mobbing down the highway with all the rock lights on and the big wheels and the chromey boys, and like, it just does it for me. Plus, they look really good parked up at the show. They're super functional for like when it's late, if you're trying to like hook up to a trailer or something, because I've done that before. They're kind of one of those form and function mods for me that I just absolutely adore when it comes to having a lifted truck. Plus, like I said, they look super awesome. And who could forget the build process when it comes to owning a lifted truck? After all, it's part of the reason I love mine so much. There's something, again, just as much as we love the actual build, right, and the actual finished product of building the truck, of getting your hands in there, getting dirty, installing your lift kit, finding bumpers, seeing if it matches your style, picking out wheels, picking out tires, figuring out what size wheels and tires to run, because Lord knows that, you know, there's not a really great place to find that data except for the CustomOffsets.com gallery. That was a fantastic plug, by the way. But there's just something about picking all the parts and then seeing it all come together. I remember when we built my Duramax, it was the wildest thing because I picked wheels, I picked tires, I picked the lift kit, I picked all the accessories, wilder than anything I had ever expected. So there's something so wholesome about that entire build journey, that build process, and the fact that a good project is never really finished and you're always doing something else to it. But perhaps the coolest thing about all of this stuff is the truck shows we've been to, the people we've met along the way, and of course, all the awesome folks that have helped make Custom Offsets what it is today. What do you guys love about your lifted truck? Let us know down in the comments section below. And as always, be sure to like the video, maybe share it with a friend that would enjoy it. Bro, I gotta be honest, one of my favorite things about owning a lifted truck is just turning. Like, you got them big wheels and you just like crank it around, you know, and then you come back and do it again. I love it, dude.
Like getting out of parking spots,
yeah,
and you guys are like turn a bunch of times.
Yeah, dude.
Like, some people think, oh wow, how unreasonable. But
I think it's an adventure, honestly.
Exactly.
Like, every time I go to like a shopping mall or something.